No one told me what I'm about to tell you today. Please, newbie social media manager, I'm going to spill everything out that you need to know to become a better social media manager. First, social media management is not about posting. And if you are going to become a social media manager and offering social media management services because you thought social media management is all about posting, you got it all wrong. Social media manager is definitely different from virtual assistant. And if you guys know about virtual assistant, ibang-iba talaga siya kay SMM. Because social media management, it requires skills. Skills na kailangan mo matutunan kasi we are not just posting. We are all about strategizing, communication, building community, and everything about social media. Socialize, it's included as well. Kailangan meron kang ganun. And I have lots of videos here in this playlist. Feel free to watch everything in there because it talks about social media management. And again, iba po siya sa virtual assistant. Because that's the common misconception here in social media that VA is equals to SMM and SMM equals to VA. No, hindi siya ganun, okay? And the second, my biggest mistake when I started is don't accept every client because they are paying you. Hindi porket client yan, hindi porket babayaran ka niyan and kailangan niya ng social media managers, you will go ahead and get that client. No. That's my biggest mistake talaga as social media manager is that I am always accepting client because they are paying or because I have money that I will get from them. And I don't want you to do that because that will burn you out and question yourself if you are doing the right thing. There's definitely a huge difference from getting client and getting the right client. I know that I have been in this industry for almost 3 years only, but I think I have enough experience to share this with you because I have been managing multiple clients for those 3 years and I have encountered different types of clients. There are clients who micromanage. There are clients who's the worst because they are expecting result after a month of working as a social media manager, which definitely not possible for us to deliver it because it takes minimum of 6 months for them to see result. Because we are doing organic, this is not paid, it is organic social media management. And if you're going to learn social media management, I want you to learn as well the difference of organic versus paid. Because organic itself is overwhelming. That's why you need to know the difference of each two so that you need to know what specific service you will provide to clients. And there are clients which is the worst. After a month, they are asking for a result. And what I want you to have is, even though they are paying you, don't ever accept all of clients who's gonna pay you, but accept client who will treat you like a partner, not just an employee. Because it took me 2 years to find that right client, which currently I am working. That's why I am happy and that's why I have lots of time to create this video for you guys and I have a lot of time to have a YouTube channel because that client is the best. Who will respect your mental health, who will respect the time difference, and who will give you growth when you need it. And I am so happy to be with them and not those worst client. Yes, they are paying me the same, but let's be honest, there's not enough money to pay for our mental health. That's why we need to choose the right client who will respect us as a person and someone will treat us as a partner, not just an employee or not just a social media manager. And the next one is very important and also my mistake as a social media manager is not building a boundary. So I want you, yes, you, to build a boundary with your client. And recently, I just had a weekly catch-up for those people who avail my session. And this is something that she's currently experiencing with her client. It is because she did not build that boundary with her client. That's why she's doing everything as a social media manager and also as a virtual assistant. So again, just like what I have said, VA is very different from SMM. And without building that boundary, you're not gonna grow as a social media manager because those clients will treat you as a virtual assistant who can do everything. And social media management is all about social and not doing admin task. And without building boundary, you're still going to do the admin task. That social media manager is not responsible of doing that. That's why, girl, build that boundary. Okay? And another thing with the boundary is that you need to also create a business hour. So here in my welcome packet, it's included the communication or the business hour where I am only available to reach out. And it's included that I am available 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. EST, which means it's 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. here in the Philippines. That depends if the time changes. But having that, I know when to respond and when not to respond. So whenever the client messaging me around 2 a.m. here in the Philippines, I am not replying to any messages because it is not my business hour. That's why build that kind of boundary so the client will know when you are active and when you are not, and when you will reply and when you are not going to reply. And with that, I am very, very so happy that I am capable to do other things outside social media manager like this, doing my YouTube video, because it's 2 p.m. right now and I don't have tasks as a social media manager. And there's a lot of things that I wish I would tell to myself as a newbie social media manager. That's why if you need part 2, let me know in the comment section.